My favorite, I accept the opinions of other people more readily. I love that. Uh, but I also call oxytocin the hormone of shape and body composition. It determines where your muscle is and how much you have. It also determines where fat is located. So it has a huge effect on your shape. Shape is a big thing. People say weight loss, but I like to tell people, let's go a step further than weight loss because, the GLP agonist world has highlighted what a flawed area that is. You lose fat, and by the way, with the GLP agonist, you lose
You
subcutaneous
talk about Ozempic, right?
like
Yeah.
Ozempic, all those things. Those are selective for fat beneath the skin, not the
Mhm.
fat in your abdomen. And that's a problem because the most problematic form of fat, as you know, is the abdominal fat.
Mhm.
And of course, the GLP-1 agonists lead to loss of muscle, huge losses of muscle. And we know with excellent long-term evidence, when you lose muscle, you die younger.
Mhm.
Several years typically, as well as your last years tend to be characterized by frailty, falls, fractures, dementia, etc. So the loss of muscle is critical, yet the FDA approved a class of drugs that permits huge loss of muscle. So preserving muscle during any effort to lose weight is absolutely critical so you don't experience those awful effects and including early mortality. And oxytocin determines how much muscle you have. I was doing 200 pounds.
Wow.
And that's been borne out also by the animal experimental data. And what I see in real life is this rest. Now, here's a quirky thing though. Those of us who had more muscle in our youth tend to regain more muscle. So if you're a
Mhm.
long distance runner, had skinny, you won't gain as much, say, as somebody who was a wrestler or a weightlifter or a shot put through, that kind of a thing.
This is huge. And so I just want to tell you what happened to me. So I didn't really expect too much, but I would say a week after taking this, and we'll just call it maybe a cultured probiotic, not a yogurt because it's a little bit different. And we'll talk about how to make it in a second. But um, I didn't really notice anything except my wife says, "What is gotten into you?" I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You want to hug me like 5 times a day and you want to snuggle." And I'm like, "I know. It's weird. I don't know what's gotten over me." She goes, "Keep eating that yogurt." Right. So, I mean, it's just really interesting. And I just had another response with one of my staff members. And I said, because she's doing the yogurt, I said, you feel any changes? She goes, "I don't know, but other people are nicer to me." I said, "Are you sure it's other people? Maybe it's just your viewpoint of other people."